Today, we're going to talk about something called the lagging measure. And trust me, it's this incredibly powerful idea that shows why the habits you have right now, well, they're basically the single biggest clue to what your future is going to look like.
I mean, have you ever asked yourself this? You look at someone who's just crushing it, right? And it seems like they just blew up overnight. Was it luck? Some kind of hidden talent? No way. The truth is, it's almost always something much deeper, a force that's been quietly building up, totally unseen, for a really, really long time.
And that brings us to the first big hurdle we all trip over. Let's call it the illusion of speed. See, we've been conditioned to want everything now, and that mindset, it can absolutely crush you when you're trying to make real, meaningful changes in your life.
I mean, think about it. We live in this world of one-click buys, same-day delivery, 30-second videos. Our brains are literally being rewired to expect instant results for everything. But the things that matter most in life, yeah, they just don't work that way. They don't play by those rules at all.
And this, right here, is where we get it all wrong. It's our huge misunderstanding of how progress actually works. We think it should be this nice, neat, straight line. You put in effort, you get a result. Simple. But in reality, it's a curve. It's got this long, super frustrating flat part where you feel like you're spinning your wheels. And then, bam, a huge surge happens, seemingly out of nowhere.
And that feeling, that's the progress killer right there. You know the one. I've been eating healthy for 2 weeks. Where are the results? You've been doing everything right. You've been consistent, but you look in the mirror and nothing. This is that critical moment. It's the moment most people throw in the towel, literally right before things are about to take off.
Okay, so this brings us to the big idea, the thing that explains everything, the lagging measure principle. And once you get this, you'll see why that flat, frustrating part of the journey isn't just something to tolerate. It's actually a necessary part of the process.
So what is a lagging measure? Well, it's just this. The results you see in your life are always delayed feedback. They aren't a reflection of what you did today. Nope. They're a reflection of all the work you put in yesterday and last week and last month, all added up. Put another way, your success is always a step behind your habits. It's constantly playing catch-up.
And this isn't just about one thing. It's about, well, pretty much everything. Your fitness, that's just a lagging measure of your workouts and what you eat. Your bank account, it's a lagging measure of your financial habits. Your knowledge is a lagging measure of what you've been learning. The life you have today is, quite literally, just a lagging measure of your habits up to this point.
Yeah, just let that one sink in for a second. If you really want a sneak peek of your life in 5 years, don't look at your big, lofty goals. Just look at what you do every single day. Your habits today are the coming attractions for the movie of your future.
Now, to really hammer this home, there's this fantastic metaphor that perfectly explains that whole invisible progress thing. It's called the plateau of potential.
All right, just imagine this with me for a second. You've got an ice cube sitting in a room, and the temperature is a chilly 25 degrees Fahrenheit. And now, the room starts to warm up, really slowly, just 1 degree at a time.
So the temperature starts to climb, 28 degrees, still ice. 30 degrees, still just a solid block of ice. 31 degrees, still nothing. You're pumping all this energy in, and you can't see any change at all. And then you hit 32 degrees, and suddenly everything changes. It starts to melt.
So here's the million-dollar question. Was it that 1 degree from 31 to 32 that did all the work? Of course not. That last degree gets all the glory, but it was totally useless without all the heat that came before it. Every single degree mattered. The change was happening invisibly the whole time, just storing up potential, waiting for that breakthrough moment.
And that is exactly what's happening with your habits. Every single workout you do, every page you read, every dollar you save, it's like another degree of heat being added to the room. You might not see anything change on the outside yet, but trust me, you are storing up so much energy. You're building potential. The breakthrough isn't a question of if, it's just a question of when.
All right, so this all makes sense, right? We get the principle, the ice cube analogy is crystal clear. But what do you do when you're stuck at 31 degrees? When you feel like you're putting in all the work and you're about to give up? Okay, let's get practical.
I mean, that's the real question, isn't it? How do you keep going when it feels like nothing is working? It is absolutely the toughest part of the journey. The good news is there are actual strategies, things you can do to push through and make sure you get to your melting point.
Okay, so here are 5 killer strategies to help you stay motivated.
Number 1, focus on the process, not the outcome. Just fall in love with showing up. The win is just doing the thing. 2, track your habits, not just the results. Seeing that calendar fill up with check marks, that's your proof you're making progress. 3, celebrate the small wins, every single day. 4, set time horizons, not deadlines. Instead of saying, I'll have a six-pack in 3 months, say, I'm going to stick to this plan for 2 years no matter what. It takes all the pressure off. And number 5, maybe the most important, trust the math. No, seriously, think about this quote. This isn't some feel-good mantra. It's straight-up mathematics. If you do something good, something positive, every single day, it is mathematically impossible for your life not to get better. That's just how compounding works. The universe guarantees it. You just have to be patient enough to let the math do its thing.
So, what does this all boil down to? It's a huge shift in how you see things. You've got to stop measuring your life in days and weeks and start thinking in seasons and years. It is all about playing the long game.
And this slide really captures that whole mindset shift. We're absolutely obsessed with the wrong question. All the time we're asking, how soon will I see results? But the real question, the one that truly successful people ask, is how long can I stay consistent? It's not a race, it's an endurance event. The person who can just keep going wins.
And that's really the bottom line, isn't it? Success isn't about intensity, it's about consistency. Look, going all out at the gym for 6 hours one time might make for a good story, but it's pretty much useless. But going for just 30 minutes every single day for a whole year, that will change your life. Intensity is flashy, but consistency is what actually builds a life.
So let me just say this. If you're out there right now and you're feeling frustrated, discouraged, like giving up, remember this quote. You are not failing. There is nothing wrong with you. Your success is just a lagging measure of your habits. The results are simply on back order. They're in transit. You just have to keep walking the path long enough for that delivery to show up.
So trust the process. Keep adding one more degree of heat to that ice cube. And one day, I promise you, people are going to look at you and call you an overnight success. And you'll just smile, because you'll know it took years. You'll know it was all thanks to the quiet, invisible, unstoppable power of just showing up day after day.